Welcome. Check, check, 1, 2. Okay, I can hear myself. Just thought I'd share that little intro video. There's a reason for that. That little jam we did several months ago. I think that was like almost a year ago now. When was it? Yeah, back in April, I think it was. Let's see. Yeah, it was April of last year. I think it was a little loud. Yeah, so we were kind of doing a little improv jam of a track that we're going to play later tonight after our Spotlight LP. This is actually a record I picked up, brought back into the collection. This is one that I kind of parted with. I was just kind of, desperate at the time, and I kind of wanted this one back, even though I don't love it as a whole. It's got some killer hard rock pieces on here. I'm sure some of you know this one. Blues vibes. It says it right in the title. It's very blues heavy, but this was the right price. I think it's actually cleaner than my old copy. And we were doing a little improv jam on, sorry about that, on a track called You Can't Hide. Last track. That was kind of the little riff I was playing in that video. And you'll hear the resemblance near the end. It'll probably be one of the last tracks we play. Very cool, iconic cover. Not nearly as trippy as it looks, but definitely kind of very fried acid blues from its time period. Very California sounding. But it's got 3 tracks I really love on here. Mississippi Mud, Chile Woman, and You Can't Hide being the concluding track. We'll play, I think we'll play 3 of those after the show's over here. I got a lot of shit in my throat. Sorry about that. And then I may as well show the other one we might get around to at the very end too. This is sort of a recent pickup, Cottonwood. What is it? Camaraderie. This came out on ABC. This is one of those that I didn't really think I needed, but I gave it a listen recently. I was like, man, this is something I'm kind of digging right now. Sort of the going out in the country kind of vibe. But it's very much the kind of cosmic country vein that I love to dive into occasionally. So I should catch up with the chat here. And we'll get the show on the road here. So Carol's back. Thank you, Carol. Stick around. And Brandon's here. Welcome. Evil Wax. Ian, right? I think you're Ian. I'm terrible with the names. I'm still trying to learn names with this group in town. So it's a little bit of a, it's like 2 different worlds, right? There's the work world. There's social media world. All these different subcategories. It's hard to remember everybody's name, especially when it's just a, no avatar. 1970, I think. Yeah, 70 or 71 around there. It's got a couple good tracks, though. Thank You, Mr. Man, Cottonwood. And what's the other track? 50 Pounds of Smile. It's a little weird in the mix. Kimba's here. Welcome. And Mr. Randy's here. Welcome back. He woke up from his coma. Okay, Kevin. Try to jot that in my notes. And Mr. B's here. Mr. Bizarro, welcome. Carol Shelby. So yeah, what we got in the background sounds, we're playing one of the psychedelic states, Illinois. And we're playing Illinois because, is my throat ever going to clear up tonight? I need a drink. gargle in the mic. That's gross. We're playing some Illinois sounds, though, because we are spinning this one tonight. Magic Lantern by the Haymarket Square. Just one of those titles, you know, it's kind of easy to sort of spin this on YouTube because it's basically copyright free. It's only under Gearson. Only 100 pressed, apparently. And my buddy in Chicago that I visited a couple years ago now, he just acquired this at the beginning of the year, just like I acquired that Sound Expedition. So that was kind of my local grail, and this is like sort of his local grail from Chicago. Damn. To own this OG, I do know a few people. It's on the, I think it was originally Chaparral was the label. And it wasn't even really distributed at the time. It was just sort of meant as sort of the background sounds for this light show. The original Barron and Bailey light show. It's kind of interesting. You know, you wouldn't think this would suit well for a psychedelic light show, but, you know, because a lot of it is kind of blues heavy. Not necessarily throwing all these different effects at you. It's very stripped down, kind of dry sounding, but this was the early turn on for me, man. I discovered this one probably back in 2011, 2012, around there, back in high school. And, you know, being that early on to discover this on my own, I'm kind of proud of that. So this was the early pickup for me, too. Early vinyl pickup. Probably back when I only had, like, you could say 10 quote-unquote psych records. Yeah, and this is the old Gearson copy. I think they've repressed it, though, in recent years. I think 22, I think it had a repress. Pretty solid overall, though. They do a cover of Train Kept A-Rollin'. It's got a female vocalist, so they're kind of doing the Jefferson Airplane thing, but just a lot heavier, obviously. It certainly could have a better mix to it. It's a little dry sounding, so I had to kind of tweak my adjustments on the mixer a little bit to make it sound somewhat decent, because the mid section's kind of ugly sounding, but I think it sounds good from what I've tested so far. Richie's here. You are the first person that I've seen show Cottonwood. Do you have that one? Yeah, it was one of those things that I didn't think I needed, but I gave it a stream, and I was like, man, this is better than what I remember, because there's another ABC title that's got a similar cover. I forget what it's called, but it's got like a kind of a hazy green tone to it, sort of like out in the backwood kind of photo. Sean's here, welcome. From Illinois? Yep, I've only been through there that one time, though, going to Chicago on the train ride. But we did drive out to, like, I don't know if it was like Springfield area, but it was like sort of in the central area of Illinois. It reminded me very much of Nebraska, though, the rural lifestyle and whatnot. What does this say? Never eat pudding before the show. You don't have to worry about that. I'm not a pudding fella. I kind of scarfed down a little bit of something before I came up on here, so. And then my buddy called me on the phone. I was like, I gotta get ready for this live stream. I haven't even hooked everything up yet. And I like to be on time. I don't like to lie to people and say, you know, I'll be 5:45 and then it'll be 6:15. I'm one of those show up early, better early than late kind of people, even at work. Oh, okay. Years ago, as in like probably 8 years ago when you were making videos, Randy. After hearing you talk about Ohio Express on the last live stream, I found... Oh, okay. Yeah, $8. That's some good stuff. Isn't it crazy? 8 years ago, or 9 years ago was 2016. Let that sink in. That's wild. I just get tired of all the guys in here trying to be women. So yeah, a little bit of prelude there. Hey, Josh is here. Welcome. Crazy man. Yeah, I need to pick up some more Psychedelic States on CD, but it looks like someone's uploaded them all on YouTube, so I've just been saving them in my full album playlists. Probably won't keep you a whole 2 hours, but we'll see how it goes. It's a pretty short record, I think. I think it's like, typical 30 minutes or so. Maybe not even that. 3 tracks per side, and it's got one big highlight on here, Amapala. As far as the guitar player goes, solid tone, but he's pretty limited on his skill set. Kind of like I am with, playing guitar. I only got what I got, but yeah, he kind of plays the same riff over and over, or during the solo parts, there's not a whole lot of emphasis going on, but it's still fun. Still an early turn on. I probably don't love it as much as I used to at one point, but some solid wah guitar going on Amapala. It says the music in this album was used to accompany the original Barron and Bailey Light Circus at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Chicago, Illinois. Let's read the back here and then we'll start. The lights inside the mind exploding in flashes of purple, ripped with scarlet, yellow, tangerine mist exploding through the walls of reality. Images fade, descend, become changed through thought process of good to evil. Shapes appear out of nothingness to fade into something which rotates, flashes, vibrates, yielding only to the thoughts of man alone. Lights disappear briefly, only to come on again. More vibrant, more grotesque, more beautiful. Michael Sewick. I don't know who that is. Must have been a fan. I think they did some gigs too. I forgot to read the liner notes. It's been a long time. I think they actually did do some gigs though, sort of locally. I imagine it still has the same inner on the 22 repress. So yeah, man, really, really happy for my buddy out in Chicago who actually scored one of these. He's been hitting it off this year so far. For me, not quite. I mean, I've actually been making some sales recently on my Discogs and not even refreshing stuff, so that's kind of cool. I need to put some more things up for sale. People have been buying on there, which is good. So I got some funds ready to blow it all. I may as well spoil it because the guy never got back to me, but the one I was looking at, there was a copy in the US. I don't know if it's still up. I haven't checked, but there was a UK copy on the Stable label of the NSU Tune In, Turn On record. It's that UK group, NSU. Kind of blues-centric. Oh, that's a cool track. Yeah, blues-centric, kind of hard rock-driven, psych rock. It's really good. I always had that kind of in the back of my mind to pick up for an OG, but we'll see what else lands. He hadn't come back to me with photos, so I kind of dropped out of that one, you could say. God, I love this track. It's a psychedelic movement. Yeah, that's a good one. I hadn't heard that in a long time. So without leaving you too far in, 20 minutes in almost, let's get started. Let's keep this train rolling. See what I did there? So thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you in the chat. You know, with all this Aerosmith talk and Carol being in the chat, I mean, what better timing to bring up Dude Looks Like a Lady? Oh my god. If I hear that song while I'm out shopping or something, I gotta put earplugs in. This song sucks.
Jack couldn't let her go. Get along, sweet little woman, get along. Get along, got the rolling all night long. Yes, get along, got the rolling all night long. Yes, along, got the rolling all night long. Get along, got the rolling all night long. Yeah, well I just couldn't tell her, but listen now.
I mean, I've obviously grew up on classic rock and kind of liked some Aerosmith, but I'd say their first album was really the one I got into, like Write Me a Letter, Walk the Dog. I always liked their version of that before Steven Tyler's voice altered a little bit. And some songs like Combination I kind of like, but yeah, I don't retreat to them very often. But you know, Steven Tyler, he had some cool 60s things going on, being the background vocals for the Left Bank, and yeah, Dream On I don't mind too much, but yeah, he was in the Chain Reaction, a few 60s groups, so he has his origins, you know, before they do the whole Love in an Elevator shit. But yeah, the Permanent Vacation years in the 90s, you want to stray away from that. I'll talk over the drum solo. No one really cares about this part. Yeah. And Randy, it's not one of those nights. I work during the week, man. Come on now. Oh, yeah, that'd be a twist, wouldn't it? Yeah, he didn't know I was on live stream, so he was just letting me know the speakers are down in the basement for me to pick up this weekend. We'll talk about that later. I got a new receiver, and I'm thinking of replacing my speakers as well. We'll talk about it. Yeah, what interesting last 5 minutes it's been. You get a phone call, then the drum solo sounds like a dryer going off. And I would know what those sound like too, because I did some of that during my career. Yeah, it sounds like those old work boots just rotating in the dryer, getting all the mud off or whatever you have to do. I think I've washed shoes before, and that stuff's loud. Yeah, so I picked up on a receiver. When was it? About a week ago now. It had a little issue with it. The left RCA input. I thought it was my turntable at first because it's got a little short in it. But turns out it was actually the receiver. So fixed all the circuitry and gadgets within, and I'm pretty pleased with it. However, now I think it's my speakers that have an issue because it's kind of, I don't know what's wrong. I think it's just a little too muddy for me, some of the low end. So I know at my parents' house we used to have an old set of speakers. We couldn't remember if we threw them away or not. Turns out we didn't. That's what my dad was telling me about. I was like, well, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, we're doing a live stream right now. Because I tell him I do these things, so it's kind of funny how he caught me during this. So it's live TV, folks. But anyways, I'll try to get a shot of this receiver. It might be a little difficult because I do have the mixer on top. I don't have it all the time on top because it needs to breathe, right? It's got like 3 different exhaust pipes on it or whatever, but I'll try to move it and then show you the front at least. So just give me a second. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that with all these, the lengths of the cables and stuff, but it worked out. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not a sound tech. I mean, I am. Went to school for it, but like, as far as like stereo audio equipment, receivers go, I've had the same receiver for practically my whole life. 15, 17 years. I've had the same thing. It was kind of one of like those all-in-one RCA things they used to sell probably in some Sears catalog, with RCA speakers with the wooden backs to them. I've been missing out on probably some good sound equipment, but I'm not really a fan of like a whole lot of low end personally. And I mean, I like what this sounds like compared to what I had, but yeah, I'm thinking there's something else needs updated in the rig here. But for being 50 years old, it's got some cool things going on there too. So instead of like a mono switch, it's got the left and right, and you can have like the left on both channels or the right on both channels. I don't know how to feel about that. Not used to that. And that's got like a loudness, a high pass filter switch, which I don't think I'll ever use. It's got the basics. I don't need anything too fancy. I'm just a casual listener that has a bigger passion for collecting these artifacts that we're sharing tonight, But it was kind of costly, as you guys may know. But I was looking at a couple other brands. I forget what the other one I was looking at. It was a little, not as old. I think it was from the 80s. Yeah, this is like from 67, old Pioneer. So, I probably should have done my research beforehand, but I'm not that upset about it, It's made for listening. I'm not trying to shapeshift my room into getting the most perfect sound. But I was pleased at what it sounded like compared to what I had been listening to for the past 5-6 months, because I definitely needed to upgrade down the road, and it's making me wanting to pull more records out because of this. So I was definitely spinning some last Saturday. I was playing Guru Guru's UFO album on that. So man, that was sounding really good. The Beat of the Earth I played, just testing some different records out. So yeah, I just got to be careful with this one because, like I say, it's got like 3 exhausts on it, and they probably heat up pretty fast, so got to let it breathe a little bit. The right ohms, yeah, that'd be something to check. Let's get back to the tunes. So yeah, starting out on side 2, this is the peak track. At least I think it is. Amapala.
Upon a distant shore, a maid with a way of crying, please no more. Each night, as they blew their minds, they tuned in, round the woods he'd say,
My Amapala, Amapala, must have got its start from you. Amapala, Amapala, how I love you and say I love you.
You guys know that, oh, what's his bucket? I forget his name now. George Jefferson, the actor. Did you know he was a big Nectar fan? And he loved a lot of krautrock bands? I think there's like a clip I saw on, what's his name? Sherman, right? Sherman Hemsley? Yeah, he was playing like a Nectar song on one of the Jefferson episodes. It's kind of cool. I mean, you just wouldn't expect that dude to be into like progressive rock, but that's kind of cool, man. Anyways, just want to throw that in. always kind of liked her voice. Phantasmagoria is the last track. Always liked that word. Phantasmagoria. We're on the last track already. Funeral. I don't think I'm ever going to pick up that Pulse album. It never really did appeal to me. Little too much on the blues side for me. It's got some heavy moments, but not really one that's on my radar. And yeah, Kevin was saying, about to drop that much on an OG. Yeah, my buddy that just recently picked up an OG, he didn't pay nearly that much. But being a part of Chicago, and that's where he lives, it's a little more important, little historical relic, more than anything for him. So, I mean, they only pressed like 100 copies. So obviously, we're going to go the reissue route. But yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's like a heavier Peanut Butter Conspiracy. It's got a lot of West Coast kind of moves. But yeah, it's It's kind of one of those cult records, man. I mean, you look at it too. It's just such a kick-ass cover. I love it. Just presents itself well. I guess just the historical importance about it is what kind of drives the value. It's kind of like one of those things you'd see at, the Austin Record Show on the display wall.
I'm gonna leave on a long trip. Gonna leave on a long trip. Up in the sweet morning glory, blooming lovely at dawn. Blooming when I'm gone. I'm traveling down to the heartland. I'm traveling down.
I always love those moments on Wheel of Fortune where it's like they guess that final last puzzle and there's like 2 letters up on there like that new baby buggy. There's that one, and then the most recent one before Sajak left, that right in the butt. I love how he just said it just like that, just right in the butt. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That was funny. Yeah. I mean, Pat Sajak is kind of like me, right? He wants to try and be funny, but he's not secretly. He's not really that funny, but he's been on for so long. It's just not the same without him. And now we got that guy, the American Idol douche.
When you're high, smell them when I die.
So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed a little Spotlight LP tonight. Yeah, I don't know, the midweek kind of just worked for me this week. I'm actually going back to my hometown because got a wedding to attend. And you best believe I'll be dressing up in my psychedelic outfit. Just kidding, probably dress up like a, yuppie hustler. Get the whole yuppie look going. No, but I'm just kidding. Anyways, Magic Lantern, Haymarket Square, 1968, I'm pretty sure. It's very 1968 sounding. Kind of West Coast flavored. But, yeah, Chicago based. 100 copies pressed originally. Pick up a reissue if you'd like. Sort of acid rock, but it's not like throwing all these effects at you. It's very crude sounding, but that's the charm, right? It's got that kind of crude fuzz, and it's, kind of, like I said earlier, kind of repetitive, but he's got, they were all like that. A lot of garage players, they weren't certainly playing like Hendrix style just yet. Everybody was kind of getting switched on at the time, so they're just, they're all babies. They're all learning yet. But stick around yet. We still got an hour's worth of time, but I think I'm just going to spin a few tunes, like I said, from these 2 LPs I picked up recently. The one from the shop. So I got this back in the collection. If you guys missed it, with their first album, Blues Vibes. I wasn't too big on the second record. I think there's like a couple tracks I like from that as well. There's like 3 really strong tracks off this. I think we'll play this first and then kind of mellow it out with the second one we shared. If you guys caught the very beginning of this, I played a riff kind of inspired by this one, You Can't Hide. That'll be the last track we play on this, so yeah, it's good stuff. And that one's very much acid fried. And this one's a little different, but looks just like that cover. It's kind of what you're going to get into. It's like they're breaking the law, jumping the rope, rope. That's a chain. Jumping the trespassing chain. Can't speak tonight. That's all the indication you need right there. I don't know if it's coming in or not, but this is definitively the stinky feet hippie types. But I love it. I'm just kind of getting more settled in with that kind of early country rock stuff. Cosmic country. So throw on I think their second one's a little more Christian slanted, because it's called Resurrection. Yeah, we'll start off with Mississippi Mud, then Chilly Woman, and then You Can't Hide. These are my 3 favorite tracks off here. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the chat here. Thanks, Aaron, Kimba, Sean. You'd never heard of Haymarket Square? Yeah, that was an early turn on for me. Mississippi Mud, that's coming up. This is on the original Sire London subsidiary. I'm not even getting it. And like I said, this is probably better than my old copy, so, getting it for that cheap, it was like $20 total. I'm satisfied.
Roll.
is like one of those songs you play after a hard working day outside on a hot summer day, pouring concrete or something.
Mississippi mud, make me itch and scratch. Mississippi mud, make me itch and scratch. Mississippi mud, take me back to dog patch. Oh, Funky Land. Talk about the mud. Yeah, that funky mud. Yeah, talking about the mud. Funky mud. Yeah, Mississippi. M-I-S-S-S-S-S-I-P-P-I. Well, let me tell you, you'll never find a hippie in Mississippi. Oh, no, 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 no. With a your mama's play. Ooh, we're the low down, dirty cheating kind.
I mean, it certainly is a little bluesy for me, but I love the tone of that guitar, man. It's fun with friends too, so.
She said she was gonna treat me right, and I fell under her submission. But later on, I found out that her hands were cold and her heart was air conditioned. Chilly woman, chilly as the deep blue sea. Chilly woman, chilly as the deep blue sea. Chilly woman, sure are chilly to me. I went to see my baby. I had a $20 bill in my hand. She opened the door. She kissed me on the cheek and said, "You must be my man." Chilly woman, chilly as the deep blue sea. Chilly woman, chilly as the deep blue sea. Chilly woman, sure are chilly to me. Come over here, 'cause I'm feeling pretty weird, and I feel like honking my horn. To my surprise, she winked her pretty blonde eyes and handed me an ear of corn. she winked her pretty blonde eyes and handed me an ear of corn. Chilly woman, chilly as the deep blue sea. Chilly woman, chilly as the deep blue sea. Chilly woman, sure are chilly to me.
Psych Foot, your band name? I don't know. That might just rub people the wrong way. We got a couple people here. Chris, welcome aboard. And FM in Lincoln. Got some local people watching. Astral Swatch. I don't like it. Kevin, yeah, I was going to say, well, stop this for a second. Because we all have to listen to that last track. It's that good. Yes, you were mentioning about the John Berhini. Yeah, those kind of skyrocketed. I mean, maybe not skyrocket, but it's just become unattainable. No copies floating about. Everybody's kind of holding on to that one. Thankfully, yeah, the Right and Easy is reissuing that one. So that's good. Oh, yeah, you just mentioned it here. I see. Catching up. Toronto? Are you trying to get me banned? We can't say that on YouTube. Anyways, last track. Again, I was playing a little bit of this. That open mic night at the bar, playing this riff. Had that riff in mind. So I could definitely cover it if we had to. Yeah, it's called You Can't Hide by Aum.
You can run, but you sure can't
Okay, it's a drum solo. We can talk. It's basically what everybody else did at these concerts, right? Take a little dab. 19-minute drum solo. We get it. Not the best drum solo. 2 drum solos in one night. Crescendo. Yeah. Wrap it up, boys. We got it. Anyways, yeah. Best track. It's worth owning it just for that track. Let me take this off and then we'll continue to chat a little bit. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that Alm. And Kevin mentioned Paul Parrish. I don't have a second record. I know he has a second one on, I think it's Warner Brothers. I think I sampled a little bit of it. It wasn't really settling for me too much. It's a little different bag than this one, but yeah, I've had this one for quite a while. Got this one when it was still cheap. I don't know if it still is, but yeah, if you guys love Donovan knockoffs, or not really a knockoff, but it's kind of his own trip. He's got an original song called Suzanne. It's not the Leonard Cohen's track. Looks like they're almost all original tracks, except you gotta hide your love away, the Beatles track. But we'll play Walking Through the Forest of My Mind, of course. Gotta play that one. Yeah, it's mostly Baroque pop psych. Maybe more on the pop than the psych, but it's definitely got some of that trippy production sneaking in. Is this a version of Talk Talk? Oh no, I know this track. I recognize it. I can't give you the title though. I love it, yes I do. I've heard that before. What's the music you play in between? Oh yeah, probably Psychedelic Size. So right now we're currently playing one of the Psychedelic States compilations. We're playing the Illinois one. So if you search Psychedelic States, Illinois, you'll find this compilation. Someone uploaded the whole thing. And I've saved for whenever the next live stream is, I've saved the Dakota one too. I actually had that one on CD. I liked it so much. Forest of My Mind or Garden of My Mind? What came first? Probably the garden, right? You know, Adam and Eve. Adam said apple? It's the name of his parish. Charity Now, the one on Uni, right? I've actually never owned that LP. I don't think I've ever seen a copy either. I've heard a little bit online, and from what I've heard, the one on Uni, Charity Now, it's kind of like Blue-Eyed Soul, right? I couldn't really get into what I heard. It didn't make me want to hunt down a copy. Yeah, these are great compilations. And speaking of compilations, one that which kind of blew my mind. Like, I've always knew about it, but my local shop has the CD of this. It's the Hallucinations. It's part of the Nugget series, the Warner Archives or whatever. It's like a lot of Warner artists that made like 45s, but it's got like the Electric Prunes and several other bands on it. Glass Family. But man, if you love like pop psych or psychedelic pop, that is like a no-brainer. I gotta pick up a LP of that. Which I think it came out on RSD some years back. I just never picked it up because, Nuggets, compilations, I don't really necessarily need them, I don't think. I mean, I kind of grew up on those, but I don't know. It's kind of like the gateway to get into this whole scene, you know? And at this point, I just never felt like picking them up. But this Nuggets, this is a special one. The one on Warner, if you guys know about that. I need to pick that up, I think. That's one that's been really kind of an earworm lately. We'll play a track, Forest of My Mind, and then we'll play a little bit of the Cottonwood.
Well, I'm walking in the forest of my mind, leaving friends and lovers far behind. I wonder where I'm going and what I'll find. Walking in the forest of my mind. Swinging doors open upon the palace court, children moving from thrones, and from an ivory balcony reaching to the sky, a princess sings in the wind. Well, I'm walking in the forest of my mind, leaving friends and lovers far behind. I wonder where I'm going and what I'll find. Walking in the forest of my mind. And the daylight streams into my eyes, and a king awakens, colors running down to jagged seas, and the seagull cries. I'm walking in the forest of my mind, leaving friends and lovers far behind. I wonder where I'm going and what I'll find. Walking in the forest of my mind. In the forest of my mind.
Here's some of that Cottonwood. I think we'll end the stream on this note. Played some 3 tracks from this.
It came down from the sky. It was a thought we knew we'd never have to hide. Now that it's all been done, we're gonna try and make it better for you and everyone.
Little Cosby, Stills, and Nash. A little bit. Minus Young, as Kimba said last week.
You recognize something, you called our name. Now the chances come for us to say about the way we're gonna give ourselves to a man whose record sell. Thank you, Mr. Man. Thank you, Mr. Man. Thank you, Mr. Man. Thank you, Mr. Man. Dream with hearts that are the same. To give love a commonplace. Is the reason we're standing here. No more sorrow, no more hearts with tears. Hallelujah. Thank you, Mr. Man. Thank you, Mr. Man. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, and then we're concluding with a track called 50 Pounds of Smile. Yes, it takes more muscles to frown than the smile. Put on that extra smile. Put some of that weight on there.
Pounds of smile, we walked that mile in the woods to be free.
there's a $20 copy sitting in my shop, and I thought about getting it. The cover's in beautiful shape. I think the record of Gun might have a few marks on it, but $20, man, in the shop right now. I contemplated about picking it up. I like Gun's second record a little better. I've never could land on the first one. I don't like the horns on it. I like Race with the Devil, and then Yellow Cab Band. That's about all I like off of it, but yeah. Want me to pick it up for you? I don't know how you'd give me your shipping info. I could pick it up for you if you wanted me to, man. Yeah, it'll sit in there forever too, you know. Nobody's picking up the psych around these parts. It seems like. I think someone recently picked up Lost and Found, though. International artists. That might have actually been the reissue I brought in. Little did the person know, he was right next to Psychedelic when he was purchasing it. Anyways, I'm being silly. And speaking of international artists, Chris is here. Welcome aboard. You're just catching the tail end of the stream, man. We played some good ones. Go back and listen to the fuzz within. We played Haymarket Square, the highlight for tonight. And then, yeah, Alm, Paul Parrish, and then just Cottonwood, kind of mellowing out for the evening. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, we about made it to 2 hours once again. It's crazy how time flies when you're not having fun. I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, I'm just kind of making up for, doing another stream. I've kind of been on a roll here. Can't do one this Friday because, like I said, I'm going to be out of town for a wedding. And, yeah, so we got that going on. Hey, yeah, seriously, if you'd like, I'll put my email in here, and we'll talk about it if it's still there. We'll keep in contact, though. I'll seriously pick it up for you. Just one moment here. I want to make sure I'm using the right email because I got several. Just want to see which one I want to use here. Yeah, let's use this one. And in case anyone comes back on the stream and wants to email this email, I don't use this one all the time. So this is kind of like probably my 5th or 6th email I have for different purposes, you know. Well, 2 different YouTube accounts, but also for business and work and stuff. So, yeah, if you'd like to email me your address, use this one here. And then we'll get it all situated. We'll talk about it. I do have to look at the condition, though. I mean, he wouldn't sell it if it was torched. But $20, I mean, it's a beautiful cover, too. There was, like, no ring wear on it. Because that's the kind of guy I am. Don't know when I'll get down there, though. Maybe I'll ask him to hold it, though, if it's still there. What kind of pics you gonna send? Let's see here. Is this? What is the secret? What is the secret to playing records live on a live stream? I play Yardbirds, Lost Women, and my channel got taken down. Well, Probably because Jimmy wants some money. Jimmy Page. I don't know. I'm very, very careful about what I play here. Sometimes I think I've had it taken down because of Can. That was the one time I've had it taken down. The way I go about it, if I'm not 100% certain, I'll do a private video. I'll do like 40 to 50 seconds worth of a song. I'll screen record it from YouTube and make it private, and I test the video and see if it has a copyright tag, and most of the time it will, but there'll be no impact. It's not, one of the big artists out there, because we're playing like, second, third, fourth tier bands, like Haymarket Square, where you can kind of get away with it, except for Dark Around the Edges, apparently, which I haven't tried, but according to Aaron, that's not going to work out. Anyways, yeah, I like Gun Sight a lot more than the first Gun. I've just, I thought about picking it up. It was such a good price, but yeah, if you'd like to email me, man, we'll talk about it. Don't send it right away. I'll see if I can get down there tomorrow. It might be next week or so, because leading up to me leaving town, I don't know if it's going to work out. And the weather's been really crappy lately. We got hit with some snow, and it's been like negative 15 out. So yeah, I'm kind of been sticking close to home this week. I did go out a little bit today, but otherwise it's been work home, which I don't like to do. Kind of miss working out. Remastered at Abbey Road, okay. I haven't looked into that. I know it's got several different versions out on Discogs, right? Have a lot of different remixes and stuff. Yeah, that record. Some people are kind of split on it, I've realized. But I think it's a lot of the people that are kind of into the poppy stuff, which is funny, because I am too. But it wasn't love at first listen, but it certainly had grown on me. Because that fuzz tone, man, and I really love the fuzz tone on that record. That last track, that's like, I wish the whole record was like that, but just maybe less bluesy, more hard rocky. Give me some good riffage and give me some like sizzling, acid dipped, fuzz licks on there. Yeah, I'm imagining it's probably a pretty strong VG. Might have some questionable marks, but I bet it plays pretty well. But he gets that album in all the time. One of my shops here in town, I think I've seen like 3 copies of that Gun record, and the other one, the cover wasn't that great a shape. I think it was like $40. So I don't know. Maybe he downgraded it because of the record condition. I'm not sure. But I'll look into it. Yeah, I don't know if we want to go shirtless on here. How is YouTube on the nips? Does anyone know? Carol? Anyways, being a little silly. I'm just kind of wrapping up tonight. Got a few minutes to spare. And then it's bedtime. Yes. 3:45, my alarm clock. I know. I had to adjust to it, believe me. But I've been actually going to bed pretty early lately. 7 p.m. trying to hop into bed. I like my sleep. Karma, huh? I guess that doesn't surprise me they pressed that. I guess I didn't know about that. Or no, I did. Yeah, it's like it's got a white border on it, doesn't it? Instead of dark. Which one do I have? I have the Michu Pachi whatever it's called. No, that ain't it, is it? Michupachi, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes that's the only way you can get them. There's some Akarma titles I'd like to have that are only on Akarma. Blessed End. Moving On. That one's on there. But yeah, I got some funds made though, so I'm trying to think of what I can blow it on next. I have like about 150 built up so far, so I can definitely place some out of pocket for my next purchase up towards, 200 or more. What are you thinking? What should I pick up? I actually got one coming in from Australia, of all places. I think I mentioned it last time. Yeah, last stream. And it's already in the US. Imagine that. I think it landed in LA and it's like on its way here. So that was fast. And it was a good shipping price too. I mean, the total price considering, it was still a good deal. I'll just say it. The Flying Circus. You guys know that band? They had some titles on Capitol here in the US. But this first one was only Australian only, and I played it on my Assorted Poppies live stream. It was one of the first videos we played. The Flying Circus La La. It's like a bubblegum kind of track. And yeah, it's kind of a mixture of like pop, bubblegum, and then it's got these cool birdsy 12-string folk rock passages. It's really good. And nobody's talking about it. We're going to definitely see if we can play that on here sometime. It's got some good hooks and good production. Yeah, The Flying Circus, and that's their first album from '69. I'm probably gonna throw it all on one. It just depends on what's out there. Whatever catches my eye. If it's like $80, something I'm looking for. Still got some change. But once it gets towards 150 or so, I like to try and scout all regions of the shopping circuits online and see what I can find out there. But like I was saying, yeah, Jay, 7 years ago. Yeah, I was looking at a copy of NSU that I forget the title. Turn On, Tune In. It's that UK group. It's that blue cover, the four of them. I'd like to have an OG of that. That'd be a cool piece. Because back in the day, I had a choice between that or Little Free Rock. And I think we're going to do a full-length spotlight of Little Free Rock on, what's that label? It's a big label. I can't think of it. It's like a purple label, right? Anyways, yeah, what's his name? Peter Green, he was originally with that band for a short moment before the LP got released. It's a great hard rock trio from '69 it came out. It's a good one. I got an OG of that. So yeah, we're just kind of wrapping it up here. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out, talking about 70s sitcoms. You never know where it's going to go. But I like it. Three's Company, man. That was the first one that came to mind. I used to love watching, reruns of that. And I don't see it on, like, MeTV or any of those other channels when I go back home. Because that's, I don't watch cable or any of those things like Roku at my place. I just have YouTube, Tubi, YouTube TV. I'm kind of sharing it with my parents because it's easy just to share channels like that. But they got a Roku. I actually gave them a Roku for Christmas because it was like, that's what your cable bill is? I was like, you got to get Roku. You can't be paying that. They're scamming the old folks. Anyways. Yeah, that's right. Transatlantic. I couldn't think of it. Yeah, so we shall see if I'll be back for another midweek, or I don't think I'll be here next Friday. I think I'm going to try and meet up with my college buddy before he moves. We got to take one more band photo for Astral Yacht on our Bandcamp site. And speaking of that, last plug, if you want to check out our Astral Yacht Bandcamp, you could probably just Google that and it'll come up. Otherwise, I made a post about it. We only have one song up, and it's all me on there. So, yeah, I just wanted to throw something out there that we have something. But we'll try and put our album on there when the moment's right. We just have to hear back from the label, and we got the templates for the album cover itself. We just have to, again, like I said, work on the back cover and take a good, photo of us two on the back. Don't forget to take your Metamucil. You got it. Jerusalem. Oh yeah, yep. It's kind of wicked. Yeah, there's some cool album art out there. So yes, Kevin, yep, I will try to respond to you. Maybe not tonight, but shortly, about this gun purchase. And thanks, Sean, for tuning in. So, yep, you will always get recommendations, knowledge, positive vibes on my live streams. And I think, I probably mentioned this a while ago, but I'll probably come back a little sooner, posting videos, like actually publishing videos sooner than later, I think. I've actually been kind of missing it, but, I like taking the pause, taking a break, taking a step back, and giving my phone a break. Probably be back around spring, not 6 months. It's just easy to say, But, yeah, once it starts warming up a little bit, we'll get back on track. Can't believe it's already almost March. Anyways, yes, thank you all for coming out. And we are, on that note, signing off. Take care, everybody.